recording. Does it look okay?
You're on TV.
Mr. Kingsley, I want to thank you very much for making yourself available to us for these interviews, because seeing the film is such a moving experience for, I'm sure it will be for everyone. There is, of course, much talk about your being nominated for an Academy Award, and should you be nominated, should you win, what would you say?
I think we really have to take it one stage at a time. As far as awards go, I think they're vital. I think that applause at the end of any endeavour, particularly endeavours that are as difficult and as fraught with disappointments and setbacks as our business is, any applause at the end of an event is welcome. You can't actually separate the two. You can't separate applause from the event, and therefore awards, as part of applause, are vital. I'm not remotely cynical about them. I think that to be judged by your peers and to have standards of excellence is admirable. Therefore, if I'm nominated, I shall be very proud to be part of that very exclusive club, if you like, of nominees. But I think it's good for my colleagues too. It's good for all the actors who are struggling, to be told each year in a very flamboyant, appropriately theatrical, magnificent way that it is possible to win awards, it is possible for people to applaud. And I think it gives a lot of encouragement to an industry that is, as I say, fraught with disappointment and thankless hard work.
Seeing you portraying Gandhi makes me think that there just isn't anybody else who would be so perfectly right for the role. Your size, the way you look. You are part Indian, are you not? Your father was born in India?
My father wasn't. My father only spent a month in India on holiday. His father left India when he was a boy of 9.
It was your grandfather who was born in India.
My father's grandparents were the last ones, as far as we know, to live and die real Indians in India. That, therefore, makes the link rather distant. But what is exciting is that they did, in fact, live in the same state, which is about the size of California, that Gandhi also came from. So there's that little glimmer of a coincidence in our destinies. And I'm a great believer in destiny.
What does Gandhi mean to you, Mr. Kingsley, the man?
Gandhi the man means that you take the politics off the platform and put it in people's rooms and homes. It means that you have a chance yourself with your own circle of friends, acquaintances, and whoever you're talking to, which of course includes you, to make your politics up as you go along, because politics is life. Politics is not a group of people somewhere in a building. It's how you live, and that's what it's taught me.
Was it difficult to get a handle on this role and on this man?
Well, yes, it always is with people as intelligent as Gandhi, characters of that enormous intelligence. And also he was so idiosyncratic and eccentric that he sprouted handles all over the place. It wasn't as if there wasn't one handle. It was like trying to pick up a porcupine. There were too many handles, and every time you went for one, another one stuck you in the arm, you know. So I had to approach it very vigorously. It was exhausting from all sorts of different angles. One handle, I suppose, that was very valuable to me was spinning. I learned to spin, and that's me spinning in the film. It's not a machine or a mock-up. And I think that, strangely enough, the simple practical exercise of, if you like, wanting to do my own stunts, spinning myself, was the handle for me.
How do you think the people of India are reacting to this, and are there any people who are going to criticize it and find fault with it?
Well, I hope so. I hope people are going to find fault. I hope people criticize, because I hope it provokes a debate. And if it does provoke a debate, then we've done something. We've achieved something. If anybody starts an argument about Gandhi, something's going to be emerged that's good at the end of it, because you can't have an argument about a man like that and it not be good for you. As regards the response in India, we had a standing ovation in Delhi, and the press the following morning practically made us weep for joy when we read them on the plane on the way to our next premiere in London. It was an extraordinary week. It began in Delhi, and it just was very good all the way around the world. But as you rightly ask, the Indian response is important, and it was quite extraordinary. It was marvellous. Very positive.
On the other hand, what will the response be in England, do you think? Because the English, the colonialists, are portrayed with quite a heavy hand.
Well, we've had our premiere in England, in London, and we've had all our press now, and they are particularly proud, ironically, of the role the British played in that period of India's history. Yes, there was the violence, yes, there were the massacres, yes, there were the beatings, but there was also the dignity of the final withdrawal. There was the phenomenon of Mountbatten, and only the English could have let go with the grace that they finally did. It was a unique combination of Gandhi and the English, without which history would have been utterly different.
Well, Mr. Kingsley, so many people who will see Gandhi will be seeing your name and your face for the first time, but you make such an impact, they'll never, ever forget it, I'm sure, as long as they live. Congratulations again on an absolutely magnificent performance.
You're very kind, thank you.
And thank you for talking with us today.
Pleasure, thank you.
And cut. Stop tape. Tape.
And we will... All right, questions. Should you be nominated for an Academy Award, and should you win, what would you say? What does Gandhi the man mean to you? Was it difficult to get a handle on this man? Do you think there will be any controversy about this film in India? How are the British going to react to this movie? Because they are portrayed with a rather heavy hand. I think that'll do it.
That'll do it for you.